My goal, of course, is to influence this policy for positive change, and I would like to see all Americans have access to the same healthcare rights. But beyond that public policy goal, my goals really are quite simple, and they mostly do boil down to my family and friends, and making sure they all know how important they are to me. I walk with my husband.
Well, Brittany Maynard is no longer with us. Moving to Oregon to take advantage of that state's assisted suicide laws, she did take her own life after a battle with cancer. And she leaves behind, for whatever reason, a heated debate about taking your own life when you're terminally ill. Believe it or not, there are still some people, and you know, I'm sorry, I still cannot understand why anybody would not allow someone to simply die with dignity, and the word is dignity. Winston, you're getting reaction to this online.
Lots of reaction. The hashtag people are tweeting under right now is hashtag die with dignity, and there's a huge conversation happening right now on both sides of the story as to whether people support it. Having lost my grandmother to lung cancer and seeing her go through the different phases, I also feel like that people should have the right to decide, yeah. And a lot of people have been tweeting with that. Patricia posted on Facebook, you know, I can't imagine this has caused much discussion between many couples, including myself and my husband. It doesn't matter what you think or believe. This is for her. I don't feel it was selfish, and I'm not to judge whether it was wrong. This is just my view, not to open discussion or negative comments. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So that's one comment there. Someone else tweeted, rest in peace, hashtag Brittany Maynard. To die with dignity still eludes to many. May you find peace. And this is really what I'm finding on social media. A lot of people saying that really she had the right to choose and just respect her wishes.
Can you know, if I were in that place, could you please just treat me like you would treat your dog?
Yeah.
You know, if your dog was overly sick, you know, you take it to the vet and they humanely put it down. Why can't I get the same treatment if I am so far gone or have no quality of life whatsoever, with no hope at all? What purpose except to make all those around me have to watch me wither away? I don't understand.
Just like your animal, why would you want someone to suffer and go through their illness? And you know what? I watched a documentary a few years ago, and just a few years ago, you had to fly all the way to Switzerland where you could have assisted suicide. And now, in the case of Brittany Maynard, she was able to do it within her home country. So these are just some of the many tweets coming in. Here's another one here from Feather Chick. Mixed feelings about Brittany Maynard. Brain cancer is a horrific way to die, but raised as a traditional Catholic, suicide is still a no-no. And that's what a lot of people on the other side are saying, that religion comes into play.
Yeah, you know what? It goes away from being suicide. That's the thing. I understand suicide, not allowing someone, you know, who you don't know what kind of mental state they are in. But if you can be judged that you are doing this, you just have no other hope, you're hurting the people around you more. Who that's going to be their final memory of you. So, you know, I was raised Catholic as well, and I think that we're being a lot worse to this person the other way around. I'm very sorry to say. So,
and what's really interesting too, Kevin, I'm just going to pull up this last tab here. Different Canadian websites have, different Canadian websites have popped up. Right to Die, Society of Canada, where different people who are going through similar situations are now kind of banding together as resources and really talking about it so that people are making well-informed choices. And there have been several websites that have popped up and that are being shared on social media. And then conversely, there are sites against it, of course, online as well. But this was also an interesting find for me, and just going through some of it, there's a lot of information about it. And as you read more about it, you do really understand more about why people do what they do.
Yeah. All right. It's still a very emotional issue. All right. Thank you very much. Let's go upstairs. Here's Russ.